It seems like a dream. It seems just not real, even when I'm looking back on it, because I just froze up. Your father has prostate cancer.
I was 49 years old when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. My brother had prostate cancer 5 years after I did, and only at that time did I find out that I had an uncle who had prostate cancer 5 years before me. In the Black community, we have a much higher rate of prostate cancer. And the prostate cancer we get is much more aggressive. That is a reality that I have to deal with, but it was never spoken about. And that is something that I wanted to always have that conversation with my son about.
I have never heard of prostate cancer before that, so I didn't even think anyone in my family had cancer. I always thought that was something that happened to other families.
You get 10 Black men talking about prostate cancer with their wives around. 15 minutes later, you will find all the men have moved out of the circle and all the women have moved into the circle. They want to advocate for their husbands because it's a very touchy subject within the Black community. You don't mess with a person's manhood. You don't talk about it. Black men treat prostate cancer as more of a threat to their manhood than as a disease. We all live in a world where we don't always like the answer, but it's not about liking the answer. You need to take control of your own health. I talked to my son and he looked at me, he says, "Will you be okay?" And I said, "Brian, this is the best chance I have for doing this." Okay, so why are we even thinking about it? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go. Let's get it done. He reminded me of me, then it gave me so much strength that it made everything else much easier.
I remember how I felt so lucky when he was able to come through it. It was scary. If he was more closed off, I wouldn't have him around. So I feel incredibly lucky that I had a father who was willing to take care of himself.
I think it is important that each and every one of us understand what our own risks are. You can make a change. Understanding your own health risk, looking after yourself.
It's not weakness, you're being vulnerable. I wouldn't put one point on it, like you have to do this one thing to be a man. You are a man. What you choose to do next will inform what type of man you are.